hear my business. This isn't the first time I've had to catch a thief. I wish I had 1,000 crowns for every person I've had hanged.
If I don't get my money back, I'll have justice on you.
I shall make the necessary investigation. You say that there was in this casket
10,000 crowns in notes!
10,000 crowns?
10,000 crowns!
The robbery is considerable.
There's no punishment great enough for it.
Whom do you suspect of this robbery?
The whole world! Once you take the custody, the city, and the suburbs.
You mustn't scare people now. Try to get some evidence.
Let his throat be cut, then singe him by the feet, and put him in boiling water, and hang him from the ceiling.
Who, the robber?
No, the pig that you're having for dinner, which I shall do my best for you.
That's not the question. There's someone here who wants to speak to you.
Don't be frightened. I shall give you a fair chance.
Well, is this gentleman staying for dinner?
In this case, my dear friend, you must hide nothing from your master.
Well, sir, I put everything on the table and give you my best.
That's not the point.
Well, if the dinner isn't as good as you wish, it's the fault of Valère, who has clipped my wings with his economy scissors.
The wretch!
What?
There are more important things to talk about than supper. We want you to tell us about the money that was stolen from me.
They've stolen your money?
Pray now, don't mistreat me.
Here's my chance to get my revenge on Valère. Since he came to this house, he has been the favorite. I can still feel the blows he's given me.
I see by this fellow's face that he is an honest man, and without being sent to jail, he'll tell us all we want to know.
Sir, if you want to know the truth, I think it is Valère who has done it.
Valère?
Yes.
He who seems so trustworthy?
Oh, the very same. I believe it is he who has robbed you.
On what grounds do you believe it?
On what grounds?
Yes.
Well, I believe it because I believe it.
But it is necessary to have facts.
Did you see him hovering about the place where I keep my money?
Where did you keep your money?
The grandfather's clock.
Oh, yes, exactly. I saw him hovering over the grandfather's clock. What did you keep it in?
The cash box.
Oh, yes, that's exactly it. I saw him with a cash box.
How was it made? I shall soon know if it was mine.
How was it made? It was made like a cash box.
That's right, but describe it a little.
It was a large cash box.
Ah, the one they stole from me was a small one.
Oh, yes. I mean, if you look at it that way. Well, I was looking at the contents in it.
And what color is it?
What color? A very special color. Give me a hint.
Yeah.
Was it red?
You know, brown.
Oh, that's it. It was the reddish brown. That's how I would have described it.
That's certainly it. There's no doubt about it. Draw a warrant immediately. Heavens, who can you trust after this?
Oh, here he comes, sir. Don't tell me it was I who gave him away.
Come here and confess to the most horrible crime ever committed.
What do you mean, sir?
What scoundrel? Don't you blush at your crime?
What crime are you speaking of?
Of what crime am I speaking of? As if you don't know. Don't try to hide it. It's all come out. They've told everything. How dare you abuse my kindness and introduce yourself into my house to betray me?
He knows. Sir, since you know everything, I won't try to deny it.
Could I have been right by mistake?
I intended on talking to you about it, but was waiting for a good opportunity. Now, since it's all out, I beg of you not to become excited and to listen to my reasons.
And what fine reasons can you give me, infamous thief?
Nay, sir, I do not deserve such names. It is true I have committed an offense against you, but after all, the fault is pardonable.
Pardonable? A premeditated stuff like this?
For goodness sakes, be calm. And when you hear me out, you'll see that this loss is not as great as you make it.
Not as great as I make it, my very life's blood!
Your blood, sir, has not fallen into bad hands. I am of worthy rank and can well make reparation.
I intend you to. You shall return the treasure you took from me.
Your honor, sir, shall be fully satisfied.
Now, this is not a matter of honor, but tell me me who drove you to this deed.
Alas, need you ask?
I simply do.
A God who has his own excuse for everything. Love.
Love?
Yes.
Now, fine love, a love of my gold.
No, sir, it is not your gold which has tempted me, and I vow never to make any claim to it, provided you allow me to keep what I have.
Did you ever hear anything such insolence? He wants to keep it from me.
Do you call this robbery, sir?
Do I call it robbery, a treasure like that?
Oh, a treasure it is, and certainly the most precious one you have. And I ask for it on my knees. And if you are just, you will grant it to me.
What the deuce is he driving at?
We have sworn never to forsake each other.
That's funny.
We are engaged in an eternal union.
I shall forbid the marriage, I can assure you.
Nothing but death can separate us.
That's an oddly bewitched way to speak about my money.
Do with me as you will, sir. Blame only me. Your daughter wasn't the least to blame.
It certainly would be strange if my daughter was an accomplice to this crime. You have my treasure. Where have you taken it?
Taking it nowhere.
My dear cash box. Still in the house then?
Yes.
You haven't been careless with it, have you?
Am I careless? Oh, sir, you do us both wrong. The flame with which I burn is too pure for that.
It burns from my cash box?
The object is too honest for that.
My cash box is too honest.
I would rather have died than allow myself a single wrong thought with those fair eyes to inspire me.
The fair eyes of my cash box? He speaks as if as a lover speaks of a sweet one.
Sir, my passion was entirely honorable in persuading your daughter to plight me her troth.
What? Are you raving? What do you want to do about my daughter?
Sir, it was only yesterday that she could bring herself to sign me a promise of marriage.
She promised to marry you!
Yes, and I signed her one.
Oh, despair!
Right, sir, right.
Heavens! Do your duty! Draw up an indictment for a felon and an abductor!
A felon and an abductor.
These names have nothing to do with me, and when you know who I am, please.
Oh, ungrateful child! Daughter unworthy of a father like me, permitting yourself to be ensnared by an infamous thief, becoming engaged without my permission. The two of you shall suffer for this. 4 strong walls will be the answer to your conduct.
4 strong walls.
Oh, and a good gallows will be justice enough for you.
I insist on being heard before I am condemned.
Ah, gallows is too good for you. You shall be broken on the wheel. Oh, the wheel!
Father, be kind, I beseech you, and look more closely at the person you're so enraged at. He's quite another person than he seems to you. Yes, Father, it was he who saved me from drowning. He to whom you owe the life of your daughter.
Now, very easy to let you drown.
Father, if
Then
you
to
love
have-
me, let me marry you.
Yeah. Now, no more of this. I can't. Do your duty. Do your duty, sir.
Monsieur Armstrong was here to see you.
Now, be sure I
Yeah, Hoppergum, you seem very excited, sir. What's the trouble?
Oh, a most unfortunate man. There's trouble with the very marriage contract you have come to sign. This traitor slid his way into my house, disguised as a servant, to rob my money and steal my daughter.
Who cares about all your money that you're making such a fuss about?
Yeah, paying me the agreement to get married. It is an insult to you, Monsieur Ansel. You must revenge yourself.
Well, I have no intention of forcing myself upon anyone, especially one whose heart has already been given away. But as for your other interests, I am anxious to see justice done.
I don't see what crime you can make of my love for Elise. And when you know who I am...
Now, tell who you are. The world is full of impostors who borrow the first important name that comes into their heads.
Sir, I am too honest of a man to take a name which does not belong to me. Anyone in Naples can testify to my rank.
Young man, be careful of what you're about to say. You're speaking before a person who knows Naples well and shall be able to see through your story.
Then if you know Naples, you will know who Don Thomas Del Verci was.
I most certainly do. You knew him better than I.
Ah, bother your Don Martinis and your Don Marchesi.
No, let us hear this young man out. She'll soon see through his story. What of Don Thomas d'Alberci?
He was my father. He! Yes.
Never mind such jests. Invent some other story that may be more successful for you.
There's no story, and I can easily prove it.
What? You dare to insist that you are the son of Don Thomas d'Alberci?
I do, and I will say to anyone.
You have amazing assurance. But I want you to know, to your confusion, that the person of whom you speak was lost at sea with his wife and children at least 16 years ago.
Yes, but I want you to know, to your confusion, that his son, 7 years of age, was saved from that shipwreck by a Spanish vessel, and that I am he. Only recently have I learned that my father is not dead, and I was passing through here when heaven's own adventure brought me to this most charming girl.
But what proof, other than your own words, have you that this is not a lie?
A ruby seal, which belonged to my father, and a bracelet my mother placed on my arm.
Alas, I myself can answer for the truth of what you say, for every word you have spoken has made me see more clearly that you are my brother.
And you, my sister?
Yes! I knew the truth in my heart the moment you started to speak. Our mother will be overjoyed at the sight of you. We too were saved from the wreck, but by pirates, and after years of bondage, we escaped and returned to Naples, where we found our home gone and no news of our father. So we came here, where Mother grows more sad every day.
Oh, heaven! How great is thy glory! What miracles are wrought! Embrace me, my children! Share the joy! Your father! You are father?
Is it for you, my Mother Green?
Yes, my daughter! Yes, my son! Oh, I am Don Thomas d'Alberci, who had it saved from the waves with all the money he had about him. Thinking of both dead with these. Thinking you both dead all these many years, I was seeking the consolation of a new family. For that reason, I have settled here under the name Anselm to forget the sad memories of our former name.
Is that your son?
Yes!
Then you shall pay me the 10,000 pounds of notes he stole from me.
He has stolen.
The very same.
Who told you such a thing?
Yeah. Master Jean.
Master Jean. Well, you see, sir, I say nothing.
And this is the magistrate who drew up the indictment.
Do you believe that I could have done such a thing?
Don't believe it or not, I want my money back.
Stop tormenting yourself, Father, and don't accuse anyone. I have found out what you want to know, and I can say that. If you will let me marry Marianne, your money will be returned to you.
Yeah, where is it?
Never mind, Father. Everything depends on me, and you have your choice. Either add your consent to that of her mother's, or lose your cash box.
But you don't know that this consent is not enough now. For heaven has restored me a brother and a father, from whom you must obtain me.
Heaven, my children, has not sent me to you to go against your wishes, Harpagon. My dear friend, you must know that the choice of a young girl will be for the son, and not for the father. So come, consent, as I do, to this double marriage.
Well, first I must see my cash box.
Here it is, Father, safe and sound.
I do not have enough money for 2 weddings.
Well, I have some. Don't let it trouble you.
Will you defray the expenses of both marriages?
Yes. Are you satisfied?
you buy me soup for the sound?
Agreed. Now come, let us share the happiness of the day.
Wait a minute, gentlemen, wait. Who pays for my work? What business of that is ours? I don't do it for nothing, not I. I'll give you somebody to hang in payment. Master Jacques!
Well, there you are. What can one do? First, they beat me for telling the truth, and now they want to hang me for lying.
My dear Harpagon, you must forgive him his one little lie.
When you pay the magistrate,
It is as good as done. Now come, let us share our joy with our children.
first I must count my money. Hey,
No, the one you got? Thank you so much.
How does your taping go?
I think fine. Oh yeah, it's so dark. What? Oh, he's checking it out.
Go there, okay.
I don't know about too much.
So when you're ready, we can talk to you. If you want to tell about yourself. Oh.
Really haven't got much. Did I take some lessons?
Hi. Oh, this is very good. You're very good again.
Thank you. Are we going to have another party into the tape?
Oh, yes.
You know, I wanted to get...
us.
Tom will notify?
Sure.
I wanted to get a copy of Ernest.
Yeah, I still have it. I can get you a copy of it. I'll bring it when there's a showing of the other one, okay?
Terrific. And I'll bring it, what, $20?
25?
25.
Okay.
Okay.
And, you know, I'll have a show of this one, see what you think of it.
Oh, good.
So, how do you like it?
This?
Yeah.
I like it. What did you think?
I
It's
enjoyed it
so
very
different,
much.
though.
Oh, yeah. Very entertaining. I like Moliere so much, and
Yeah.
I rarely get to see this play. I've never even heard of it, in fact.
Yeah.
It's timely and everything.
Uh-huh.
And
So,
how is it that you got involved with this again? Did you...
Just intention. I just decided to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Said I had fun with the last one and then said that I would do it again.
Yeah. Well, you're very good. And it really picked up, I think, in the second act.
It did. The
especially.
first act is off to a little slow, bit of a slow start. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish there were more people. That's what I blame it on.
It's what?
More people in the audience. You know, there's not that initial charge from the audience.
Yeah.
You sort of have to create it yourself, so it takes a little longer.
Yeah. And also, the first act is more setup. It's not as many funny bits.
Yeah.
And so that we suffered from that because it was a little serious, a little bit slower, I think. But by the second and third act, the audience, we could really feel the audience.
Yeah, it always picks up. I saw it also in the world premiere last week.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Does it look better than it did a week ago?
Oh, yeah, it's a bit better. You know, some things were different, I think. The pacing and mainly the beginning was better, I think, the first time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I felt it at the time anyway. But, you know, we'll see. You can decide for yourself.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So I'll see. I'll have that importance being earnest.
Great.
So I'm just walking around now with this camera. I thought I would use the battery. But, what else is up here? This is really a church?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Just walking. Yeah, trying to get some shots of the cast. What about what Jeff called? Do you know who took that call?
The receptionist.
Oh, I have to ask. You know, I'm not sure if he's going to come over here or I'm going to meet him downtown.
Oh, I see.
You look so different without your makeup. I have the video camera. Is it okay?
Sure.
Show you. Oh, this is a much better place to be talking to anybody. What have you been doing? With your, well, you know, what You're planning to be an actor, or you are? What are you planning to do? Yeah, that's good.
Hey, yeah, that's my lifelong ambition.
Oh, well, I thought you were wonderful in the play.
Thank you. That's kind of you.
All right, what are you planning to do? What are your plans for the future?
It's hard to plan out a future when you want to be an actor.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
So I don't really have any plans.
Uh-huh.
I have certain goals, but they're not really plans. Hey, baby, listen. Come here. Come here. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. Come here.
Yeah, come
Hi,
on.
do I want me to go over here? Wait, I have to get my jacket on. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Anything else? What's he asking you?
Well, I was just asking what his plans and ambitions were.
Okay, I'll lock it up because I
Oh,
put the tape
what are
recorder
your
away.
plans and ambitions? Okay.
Well, I was
Thank you,
hoping
Sonia.
to
Okay, good
get...
night.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. He just made a joke.
Oh, he did?
yeah.
All right, well,
We showbiz types do that.
what got you interested in it?
He saw the good-looking girls and he said, I would like to date.
That's
girls."
exactly it.
And,
Theater, it's a
and
great way
I
of
think I'll be
meeting
an
women.
actor and meet all those wonderful, gorgeous actresses.
Yeah, so far, no luck.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think that's become interesting. Are you, have you met through acting, and have you since become a close relation?
Yes.
With some people, but nobody in this room. Yeah. Here, you have some makeup on you.
What is it that brought you together? Was it the show or something prior?
Drugs.
Drugs, really? Here, let me get some shots.
An incredible dependence on drugs.
These vitamins, right?
I see, yeah, I know vitamins, calcium and all that, those two.
Anybody I know.
No way.
Niacin. Really, I'm impressed that, of course I still don't know the details, but I can only assume that you're having some kind of at least because
Get
of the
pushy.
show.
You photog types, I tell you.
No, I
Yeah,
really,
you guys are
honestly,
the cameras. we
Man,
don't
you
like
just,
you.
it's voyeurism. It's blatant,
that's all it is, you're quite right.
pure voyeurism.
That's exactly why I do it. But also, it seems like a worthwhile thing in certain circumstances.
Voyeurism seems like a worthwhile thing?
Yeah, well, not only voyeurism, but also the preserving of the voyeuristic interest.
This is
You
true.
understand? You know, say 50 years from now, it's also here. I was always obsessed with that type of thing. That was great.
Oh.
I only have it in black and white here, but I would say it's going to work just fine. Really? Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Fine. Oh,
Good night, Margine.
good night, Russ. I'll see you on tomorrow before the show.
Right.
When you say you only got it on black and white, aren't they supposed to be doing
Can
it
I
in
see
color?
the play?
Yeah, it's in color. This is a black and white monitor, though.
Oh, I see.
They didn't,
Yeah.
I guess it would have been heavy or something. See? It's a lot of light in here. What is it, close?
That's really hip. How much did that one cost?
This is, I don't know, $800 for the whole, for this, and the camera was $600. It's not
And the camera's 6.
Yeah.
What about did you get the other?
two separate.
Where's the play?
But don't you have another box, right?
Yeah, the AC adapter and the receiver.
There's a player there, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a player also. The recorder and the
You
player.
gotta get some cords to plug it into a TV, right?
Yeah.
Well, we can't wait to see you.
I was
I hope
thinking of
you
getting
like
one.
it.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great. You know, for
What
spending
made you
time and also.
what made you pick JVC?
I tried it out. It seemed to it had fastest reaction to light of the cheaper models, and also this unit was nice and small for the time, and
It was what?
it was small for the time. They're small ones now, and supposedly very good quality. You know, high quality. It's a professional machine. The price was good. A variety of things. I went to that Uncle Steve.
I still don't. Are you into Uncle Steve?
Yeah, it
I
was
still
like going to
don't.
McDonald's.
Altogether, how much did you pay for the whole set?
I'm always hesitant about saying, it's in between, so 1,400 and 1,600.
Yeah, because I was pricing one. I think it was around that 13 or something over in 47th Street Photo. Yeah, the
whole thing, you know, the whole package. It's not bad.
No, it's not. Wouldn't make
If you
it.
buy them separately, I think it was RCA they were talking about.
Oh, RCA is good too.
Yeah.
Check the camera, compare cameras, because they are all different.
I know, you know, the